Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and this is video number 20 of our series where we are building library management system using ASP.NET Core MVC, Entity Framework Core database first approach, and ChatGPT extensively. Right. In this video, we are going to cover the return book functionality. We will be storing the, we'll developing the screen where librarian can, edit the reservation detail and save it to database. Right. In the first part, which is previous video, we covered displaying the reservation details. Right. So let's move ahead. So I have also prepared the prompt. Let me bring that prompt onto the screen now. Right. So hope you can see this. So what I'm saying over here is, let's work on part two now. Librarian should be able to edit following. Right, is complete, which should be checkbox. Default should be checked. Is violation checkbox. Default should be unchecked. Violation region should be optional. Drop down. It should be a drop down with static values. We don't need any separate value coming from database or something because there are three values only. Right, book not returned on time, book damaged, or book closed. Right, and if it is not selected, this has to be optional. Right, so nothing should go in. Validation remarks, if a librarian wants to put down any remarks. Right, then this logged in user id and current date and time. Right, apart from this editable field, we should also display book id, book name, ISBN number, member ID, and member name. Either they should be hidden or they should be read only. Right. So let's put this prompt to ChatGPT and see. So let me take this over here. Let me go to ChatGPT and let me press it over here. Let's push it. So ChatGPT has generated the response. Let's take a look at it first. Let's say okay. It's created a view model. Okay, on edit, implement get and post. Okay, that's good. Build razor view with read only and fields. Okay, save. Okay, so it summarize it. So let's first is the model, second is the controller code, third is the razor page code. Okay, and then last the summary. So let's implement it. So let's go to the first step and let me implement this in the background. Okay, so let me show you what I did. I just created this VM book reservation edit and just copy pasted all these property which ChatGPT has given us. So the next step, let's go to controller and let's have the edit reservation get and post method both in. So let me go over here and let me come over here and let's say copy paste. We might have to edit few code here and there. Let's see. So violation remarks. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is violation remarks. Does not contain violation remarks. Okay, let me see what is res. Okay, so what do we have it over here? Let's see. Res. We had violation remarks. Okay, last updated by okay, so let me make this to string. Now ideally this should be our user actually, last updated by. So let me go to some previous controller and bring data from there. So let me copy paste this over here where we are retrieving logged in user details, and this should be actually, so this should be, we need to take this logged in user details and this should be logged in user id. Right, so let me take it to string. Right, so this is good, this is good. Let me see what do we have it over here. So response, context, book reservation, book. Okay, member. Okay, so why don't we have this book id as rest dot, so it should be res dot book id. Let me see what do we have. Yeah, we have. but maybe nullable thing problem. Okay, so let me, ideally this should not be null, but let me mark it nullable as of now so that we don't have the error. Okay, so that is gone. This should be ISBN. Okay, this should be REST member ID. Okay, member ID should be, let's say, is it member ID? Yeah, okay, REST set member ID. Again, the same problem. We'll just mark it as question mark. So this is good. This would be just member name or name. Okay, so this is good. This should be by default, is complete should be by default checked because it is user is returning the book over here, and is violation by should be false considering there is no violation. Right, so this looks good now. This looks good. Yeah, and once done, we are redirecting it to find resolution again. Save changes. So this is good. Now let's implement the eraser view. So let me copy this, and we will have to put down edit razor view. I think I have created it. Let me see. Okay, over here, and on this we'll just copy paste whatever we had it in the chat GPT. So let me remove this. Actually, this is not required. So let me remove this. We have written book. So let it be. So we need book last update by. Okay, last update by. What do we have here? We are not taking last update by over here. Then how will this come? No worries. So let's see. Let me see if in the, yeah, we have last update by. So we have it over here because that is coming from there. We should have it over here also. So let me just last updated. No, it should be here. Should be here. Last updated. So this will be last updated by last updated by from here. But one thing, we are carrying this mistake from the beginning, that this was actually taken as string by mistake. Right, so let me make it string only. Right, so this is gone. Okay, so this looks good. This looks good. This looks good, and the razor page also looks good now. Right over here. So we don't have much thing over here left. Okay, so let's run it. Finger crossed. Let's, as uh, hope to have the desired output in one go only. Let's see. Okay, let me log in as a librarian. Okay, let's go to find reservation. Let's search with that guy MA. Okay, so we have these two. Let's try to edit one of them, the August one. Let's say this was supposed to be returned on. No, no, let's try this one. And let me take this actually in the notepad, so that when we search, it should be in the available list, right? Notepad, not sure, but notepad is not opening up. Just allow me some time. Okay, this is good. To close this. Okay, so let's try to edit this. Let's say what is happening. Okay, okay, it loads up, but I don't know why. The checkbox looks quite in. So let me let me put it down into a container actually, so that it aligns accordingly. Class is equal to container. Let me go down. Let me take this one of the div and let me say control KD. Let me say control KD if the code aligns or not. Yeah, okay. Let me save these and let's say. Okay, so now it looks good. It came into middle. So this we can't edit. This we can't edit. This we can't edit. So these are good. Mark as complete. Let's say we don't need to select anything over here. Violation, nothing. Right. Okay. Return. Let's say ideally there should be a return date also. We missed to have that. But let's say returned on. I'll put down today's date. What is that? 4th of August. Okay. 4th of August 2025, and it was Monday. Let's say I'm putting down something like this. Monday. Let's save it. Okay, so it is redirected over here. Now I already have the SSN of that particular book. So it should not come over here because now it is available. It was returned. Great. It is not available. Let me press it over here and go to search. Okay, so we have this book. If I click, right, so it should be available. Great. So this is working. This is working very nice. Now let's go to find again and let's test the violation scenario now. If I say MA, I'll just say MA. Let's try to edit this one, 30th May, right? Now this guy has, let's say, violated book not returned on time, return date returned, I would say 1 month, 1 month after the end date. Let's say something like that. Let me the violation checked. Right, return RETURNED. RETUR, my bad. RETUR. Let me, and this guy is Flata Champlin. Okay, update reservation. Okay, so it is landing over here. So let me try to log in with that Flata. Let's see what do we see in his or her. So let me bring her email. Just allow me some time while I'll bring it from the database.